Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to begin this video with a live reenactment of my responses to what I was seeing in Euphoria Season 2, Episode 5. It was as follows. Oh, girl, I know. Oh, okay then. Okay. Pop her in her mouth, okay? Rude. Girl, what you mean? Ooh. Girl, oh, Fez, you look so sad, bro. You done. Your ass better not be in that trash can, Rue. You better not be in that trash can, girl. That girl in that trash can. Girl, you about to die, girl. You about to die, sis. Lord, thank God she alive, Lord. Oh, my God. Ooh, you stressing me out, girl. You are stressing me out. Oh, and scene. Hey everybody, thank you so much for checking out this video. It's your girl LB. Welcome to my channel. Watch with me, LB, where I give you fun, fresh, and funny range reviews and recaps on my favorite movies and TV shows. And I just want to check on y'all and make sure y'all okay. I'm not sure how much more drama and anxiety this show can give me, but baby, when I tell you on the edge, okay, I was on the edge. All right, I was about to pull all my eyelashes out. I have never been as stressed out watching the show as I have when I was on Sunday night. Give Zendaya her flowers right the hell now. Everybody, we need to come together to collectively lift Gia up, because Gia is traumatized, baby. I need to find out if she got like a TT somewhere she can go live with, or like her daddy's like brother, or like daddy's like best friend from high school that baby can go stay with. That's a safe space for her, because she not safe there. She's traumatized, and I'm concerned that she gonna dip her toe in that pool of drug use because she's so stressed out. That ain't no way to live. That baby always sweating, crying, hollering, cussing, rolling around. It's just too much. It's too much. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this recap, because baby, it stressed me out. All right, y'all, let's start the trauma. So episode opens up with Rue and her mom fussing because Rue's mom confronted her about using drugs. And Rue automatically assumes that Gia has told her mom that she smokes weed, because they had a discussion about that in prior episodes. So she goes to Gia and she's like hollering and fussing and, you know, telling her, you know, that she's a rat and whatever. Rue's mom is like, it's not about weed. I'm talking about pills. Like when you started using pills. And so Rue automatically knows that her mom has found that suitcase. And she starts going ballistic. She's like, where the suitcase, mom? You got to give it to me. Where is it at? It's not mine. She goes through a complete emotional breakdown in this scene. Zendaya was absolutely phenomenal in this scene. At this point, watching it originally, I'm like, they done gave Zendaya drugs. Like, that's straight up now. She's a full-on drug addict, like Zendaya is. Because there's no way she acting. That girl did that, okay? I'm telling you, the makeup people that gave her the Dauphine skin, okay? Hair ain't been combed and or washed in buku long. The behavior, the mannerism, how she keep yawning and like hunching over and scratching herself and she's in pain. I'm telling you, it was painful to watch. But also, I'm so proud of Zendaya and I'm so proud of Rue's mama and Stormy. Okay, they did so well. They were literally fighting in this scene. So Rue and her mom are going back and forth, and Rue is tearing the house up, okay, looking for the suitcase because she thinks her mom has taken the suitcase and hidden it, okay? And she goes and she's tearing her mama's room up, throwing all her stuff all over the place, breaking stuff. And so she goes to Gia's room where her mom is, and she is, you know, arguing with her, like, give me the suitcase, give me the suitcase. And Gia, poor thing, Lord Jesus, we got to go get her. Somebody need to come with me and make that ride to go pick Gia up so she can stay with me, okay? I'm gonna get her own room and she can have her own space and she could just go to school out here, child, because I can't have it. So Gia is, you know, like trying to tell her mom to tell Rue that she didn't say it, right? Because Gia loves Rue and she is like heartbroken about what's happening, and she doesn't want Rue to think that she betrayed her confidence, right? And so the mama is like, nah baby, that's not what it is. And they get into an argument and she pushes Gia, at which point the mama says, oh no ma'am and no Pam, okay, and whaps Rue across her face, which, yes, thank you for that, okay. And the mama also says, baby, guess what, you came out of my vagina, I'm not scared of you. But it was very interesting how she said that, and I believe that. I really believe that in my heart. That lady not scared of Rue, no. I also think that her response and her reaction when she was like about to, like she was holding back a cry, made her so sad to even have to say that to her child, to her firstborn daughter, right? And, you know, just the emotion between the two of them and then the three of them, it was just so heartbreaking to watch, but just scary because Rue is scary, okay? And Rue is looking for the suitcase. Where's the suitcase? And she goes from enraged to sad and remorseful to dope fiend mad again, okay? Rue is, you know, up in her mama's face like, where's the suitcase? And the mama's like, I don't have it. And we hear a voice say, we flushed it down the toilet. Now, because we know Rue is high, I was like, Jesus, who is that? Is it Rue thinking that? Is it actually happening? You never know with Euphoria, okay? Who knows out here? She was just hugging her dead daddy last week. Child, it was Jules, Lord. It was Jules. When Elliot been sitting in the living room the whole time, hearing the whole commotion. So Rue mama said, oh no, baby, don't look embarrassed now. Own your shit. You don't want Jules to know that you was a dope fiend out here and that's how you act at your house? Nah, baby, go ahead and sit in your shit. You made your bed, go ahead and lay in it. And I was like, hey, go ahead and see. Because I'm trying to see what y'all gonna see. I was being messy, y'all. The look on Rue's face when she saw that Jules and Elliot was sitting in that living room and heard that whole thing and that they flushed the drugs down the toilet. She needed images for that. Because that was real, baby. It looked like she was really betrayed. It looked like Zendaya actually betrayed Zendaya. Okay? I was like, damn. So then Rue goes off on Elliot and Jules, and she goes to Elliot and is like, man, your ass, you first of all, you just got here the other day. I don't even really know you like talking about it. You was using with me. You a rat and you a snake. Get the fuck up out my hairs. And she muffed him. I was like, damn, I ain't seen nobody get muffed in a long ass time. You know, just the, and then she goes over to Jules. She lit Jules' ass up. She went over there and was like, you a vampire, you a snake, you not my real friend, you never loved me. Because Jules is like, I love you and I want to get you help, which is what you say in the intervention. You know, it's like intervention 101. So Rue is like, you don't love me, you love to be loved. You left me when I was at my, now let me tell you something. It was like Rue was having a moment of clarity. Yeah, she really was. She was saying some real shit. She was saying the actual factual, but she was also mad and scary because she was in Jules' face like this, like, I was like, ooh, girl. I'm scared of drug addicts, baby. I ain't, like actual, like mean, like scary ass, like I'm scared of y'all, baby. Like I apologize to the drug addict community. But she was all in Jules' face and lighting her ass up. And Jules was so hurt because Jules does love Rue, right? And she does want her to get better. But I think she was also hurt at the fact that Rue was spitting that truth, actual factual things. Jules loves to be loved, which is why she's sitting there with the dude she just slept with in her girlfriend's house, who is also like, it's messy, it's ugly and it's messy. But Jules' life is ugly and messy. So, you know, she had to sit in her shit and she had to take that. And I was like, hey. But that scene was completely and totally like uncomfortable. All right. So her mama offers to take her to rehab and she catches her when Jules is at like a sorrowful moment. She comes down from being like scary to being sorrowful and crying. And so her mom convinces her to go to the hospital. Excuse me, not rehab. Her mom uses the word hospital. So Gia already know, bless her heart. She already know, okay, this is what we do. We're going to the hospital again. Let me go pack her bag, get her shit together, because if we don't go right now, she ain't gonna go ahead and go. Her mom was like, don't worry, baby, we gonna get you in rehab and we gonna work together and we gonna get you better. And Rue was like, rehab? You say hospital, baby. What you talking about? Rue politely gets out the car and causes complete commotion and disturbance in the street, running around, about to get hit by a F-150, running in the alleys, running up and down the street. So the angel of death, Miss Rue, ass running around in the traffic, playing around and acting crazy with herself. So she's running and she goes to Fez's house and he's not there. She knocking on the door, you know, trying to get into his house and he's not there. So she goes to Cassie and Lexi's house, and there, you know, Lexi opens the door and she's like, oh, hey, Rue, what's going on? You look like shit. What's going on with you? And Rue was like, girl, I got a cold. And Lexi was like, girl, don't get me sick, child. I don't know. So it turns out everybody's there, right? Maddie's there, Kat's there, Cassie's there, and the drunk ass mama there too. So the drunk ass mama coming down the stairs, and Rue is standing there like, oh, girl, hey, Rue, how you doing, girl? How you been? You still in NA? What, you go to NA or you go to AA? I don't, which one you do? So Rue was like, hey, can I use your bathroom? And mom was like, yeah, go ahead, go up there. And so she passed Lex and she was like, Rue not doing good. She looks like shit, basically. Okay. So, you know, somebody looked and used their eyeballs and saw that Rue was obviously in withdrawal. And so she went in the bathroom and then she politely went upstairs and stole buku jewelry and shit, was rummaging through the cabinets looking for pills and whatever she can get her hands on, sweating, cramping up, looking crazy, right? So she goes downstairs, and who is downstairs? Her mama, Cassie, Lexi's mama, Cassie, Lexi, Maddie, Kat, right? And so her mama's like, come on, baby, we gotta go. And so Rue sits down and was like, man, y'all out here tripping for this. I'm not doing no intervention with y'all. Like, what do you think this is? I'm not doing this with y'all, right? So she sits down on the stairs, right? So here come Cassie walking into the room, and she hears Rue say, I can't do this. And then Cassie says,
yes, you can, Rue. You can do it. Just take it one day at a time.
And she like looks around like, yeah, I said that shit. I did that. I'm very smart. I'm very philosophical, and I'm supportive. Thank you. You dummy. Had you shut up. Had you just shut your mouth, Cassie. Okay? Because Rue been kicking shit all day. So Rue sits down and says, Cassie, hey baby, since you're all in my business, quick question for you. How long you been fucking Nate? Is what, you know, it's, huh? Cassie said, what? What'd you say? Maddie said, she did what now? Child, I was wondering when this tea was gonna come out, baby. This tea is hot. Okay, this tea is piping. Okay, so then it goes down, right? Maddie's like, you did what? You been doing what? I'm gonna get violent right now. And then Rue's mama was trying to control the situation. So was Cassie and Lexi's mama, who probably knew, you know, the whole time that her daughter was doing something shifty. And who was there just ain't saying nothing? Lexi. That play about to be popping. You hear me? I'm trying to get front row center tickets to the play. You understand me? Because it's going to be fantastic. Phenomenal. 2 thumbs up is what that play gonna be. In the commotion of Maddie trying to beat up Cassie, and Rue's mama trying to tell him to get the hell up out of there so she can get control of Rue. Rue sneaks out and slips out of the house and goes on the run again, right? Rue manages to find her way back to Fez's house, who is home, and answers the door, and she tells him straight up, hey, I'm in withdrawal, baby. What you got? I need something. I ain't got it. You see how I'm over here looking, sweating in this cold outside. What you got? And Fez was like, listen, I don't keep nothing at the house no more, baby. You out of luck. And so she was like, listen, let me just use your bathroom. I got a stomach virus or whatever. I gotta go poop. And so she goes in the bathroom, and you know, Fez loves, you know, he loves him some Rue. He's like, hey, you want some Pepto-Bismol? You want some like saltine crackers? Like you want like a little Sprite or a little ginger ale? Like what you need or whatever. Not like, you know, trying to get all in her business, but out of genuine concern for Rue. And so she's in the bathroom, and he goes in the back and watches, you know, he goes to start watching TV where him and Ashtray were, right? And so Rue comes out the bathroom, and she sneaks into Fez's grandmother's room, where she keeps her pills and her, like, all of the meds that she needs to, you know, stay alive or whatever. And Fez catches her. And he's so hurt, bro. All he could do is like look at her and like drop his head and was like, man, you gotta go, bro. You violated. You gotta get up out of here. And he was so sad about it, bro. And so Rue was like, no, you can't, you know, just turn it into like a super aggressive kind of thing or whatever. And she pushed Fez. Now, Rue is mad slim, okay? Fez is like a normal dude, and Rue pushed Fez to the point that, yeah, she pushed his ass, like pushed his ass. That sent him over the edge. Like, you got to get the fuck up out my house. You can't come back up in here no more. I'm done with your ass. I don't know what to tell you. You know I don't play by my grandma. And he drags her ass out the house and throws her in the alley, okay? So Ashtray saw it. Now, say it with me now. Ashtray and Rap Tight. Okay, so I don't know. So she done burned the bridge with Lexi and Cassie and all them people over there. She done messed around and tore up her relationship with Faz. She, tore her relationship up with Jules and Elliot. I know her mama is always gonna be there, but she done tore her mama life up, right? And Gia's life up. So I'm like, who else you got, sis? That's it. That's all she wrote. It ain't nobody else. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is at this point in the program that I realize that Rue is gone. You understand me? Rue is no more. That is not Rue, baby. That's a zombie. That baby is reanimated. All right? That baby is not there no more. So she wandering around in the wilderness like a zombie looking for something, child, looking for anything she could do to get a little fix, right? And so she's in the street and she's walking down in a residential neighborhood, and these people are leaving this house and they pull out of their garage, and she sneaks under the garage and goes in the house, right? I could probably get a little something in here, get a little action, get a little pills, get a little money, get a little jewelry to pawn, to get some money, to get some drugs or whatever, right? And we've never seen Rue do this before. She goes in this house, right? And they got a big ass dog, right? And it's like growling at her, and Rue's like, oh, hey, pup. You just a cute little pup, huh? Hey, come, hey, pup. And the dog was like, oh, hey, girl, what's going on? You, what you doing here? You know my mama? So she like won over the dog and then went upstairs to the bathroom and found some jewelry and found a safe. And she manages to open up the safe by pressing 000, like a default code or whatever. And she finds money. She takes the money and the people come back home. So she has to hide under the bed right quick. So the lady goes in her bathroom and she's like, somebody done stole my stuff. And so she hollering to her husband. Paul goes around like checking to see whatever, and sees Rue under the bed and scares the whole life out of that man. That man probably dead on the floor right now. So Rue runs out of the house and she's, trying to make sure she's out of sight, right? And she's walking down the street and she ends up coming in contact with like a police unit with 2 people in it, right? And so she's standing there looking stupid, like something, just standing there looking stupid, like thinking that she's trying to be inconspicuous, but she just looked like she might as well have just been doing this, standing there like on the corner, like she just was looking dumb. And so they were like, hey, what, you all right? Where you going? And she was like, oh yeah, I'm good to go. Meanwhile, she's getting nauseous, right? She got them symptoms that's coming in, that's kicking in. And so the police officer was like, where you going? And Rue was like, home. Like just trying to like prevent herself from throwing up, and they keep talking to her. Every time she opened her mouth and that oxygen hit her lungs, it's over with. She can't hold it no more and she throws up. And at that point, they like, oh hell, it's probably her. They chase her all over the wilderness. She done messed up somebody. Quinceañeras, okay, listen, I ain't never been to a quinceañera, but I know they're important and I know everybody be there and I know they be spending money. And Rue done told the people quinceañeras up. Okay, she done messed up the people cactuses. She done blew through a pool party, stepping on people chihuahuas and stuff. She done ran, break people tables, up over the wall, tearing her whole life or body up. Okay, it's a mess. And the police are chasing her, and I'm confused about how Adolphine can move away and maneuver from these police. Maybe it was like the middle-aged police brigade that was on scene at the time, because they wasn't catching her. But also, Smokey said, you ain't catching no crackhead. That's just facts. That's what Smokey said. Okay, you ain't catching no crackhead. They looking for her with flashlights and stuff, and the scene that we see next is them saying, all right, y'all, let's wrap it up. We can't find her. And then they show these 2 trash cans, and immediately in my mind, I'm like, your ass better not be in that trash can, Rue. Rue, you better not be in that fucking trash can. I'm telling you now. And as soon as I said that trash can fell over and Rue crawled out like a gremlin, child. I was like, you know what? This is your bottom, baby. This is your bottom. We witnessing your bottom right now, baby. Because that was just, girl, you in a trash can, huh? Now she's, walking around like a zombie and she trying to, I'm like, where the hell is she going to go? Now she ain't got nowhere else to go. Soon as I said where she going, she ain't got nowhere else to go, she knock on the lady door, and the crazy, scary, creepy drug dealer teacher lady open up the door. I am scared of Lori. I'm not sure how y'all are feeling about it, but she personally don't trust Lori as far as I can throw her, and I got a bad back. So Rue knocks on the door. Lori opened the door, say, hey, Ruby Bennett. Ruby Bennett? Her government name is what you giving me right now? Ruby? I don't know if I ever knew that her name was Ruby. Call her Ruby Bennett, her government name, which says to me, Laura done her Googles on Rue. If she done her Googles on Ruby, she knows about Gia. She knows about Leslie, her mama. She know her daddy dead. She probably know why her daddy dead. She obviously probably know where her mama stay at. Baby, that's not good. That's not good at all, okay? And it's like, to me, Rue was like, I'm in hell right now. Let me go ahead and go to a physical hell, like a place where I can actually be in hell. I don't know why on earth that girl would ever go to Lori. I know Lori got drugs there. Okay, cool. But you also know that you owe Lori like 10 stacks. And you don't have the 10 stacks. So you gonna go to Lori crazy ass and say, hey, Lori, you gave me 10 stacks. You said I was gonna have to pay you in a month. I ain't got it. But can you give me some more, please? But I'm just trying to figure out if she don't know nobody else at that wild ass high school of hers that could slide her or something to get her fixed, so she won't have to literally go to hell. Because if you recall, it wasn't Lori that was doing all the hollering and scary and beating people up and punching people in the nose and shit. It was her husband that came out with no pants on. Stands the reason he gonna be, listen, logically, I'm thinking it through, baby. Rue was not thinking it. Ruby, that thing threw me off, child. Ruby Bennett? She already told you she was gonna sell you in the human trafficking, baby. Why you going over there? Cause you wanna go? I don't. Y'all, the stress. Lay stress. Okay, L stress. Lori had a couple lines in the scene with Rue at her house where she was discussing the fact that she never gets angry. And when she said it, she was cooking a lean cuisine in the microwave wearing Crocs and 2 short tie-dye pants. Okay, and I'm telling you, it creeped me out. I see you, Lori. I understand, okay? The scene with Rue at the table was so creepy that I'm wondering, like, is that her natural delivery, that lady? Because I don't, and so Rue was telling Lori, yeah, so I got like $1,000 worth of jewelry and it's like $2,000 cash right now, and I didn't want you to be mad because I don't have the money, and Lori was like, you know what, girl, I have literally never been angry in my whole life. And so I'm thinking, okay, so obviously there's a chemical imbalance there in your brain. That's what you basically just told me. There's something missing in you, my baby. So that means to me, you don't get angry. You just burn people's house down with them in it with the doors locked from the outside. Like, that's what you do. You don't get angry. You just get even. She has this conversation about, lucky for you, you a woman, because even though, you don't have any money, you still have something that everybody wants. And I'm thinking, that's the second time we done talked about trafficking now. We done talked about prostitution. And you ever seen that little meme of the dog that's sitting in a room and the room is on fire and the dog is like that was me. Rue is like, listen, I understand. I appreciate you sitting down while your lean cuisine getting warm and stuff, but I'm about to die. So if you could just give me something. And the lady was like, oh, babe, I don't have nothing for you. All I got is morphine. And I'm thinking, girl, that's terrible. Girl, that is terrible, girl. She about to have your ass stone drugged out, and they about to use you up and spit you out, and you ain't gonna know nothing. And she was like, and I only got needles, and you don't use needles, huh? And Rue was like, nah, I don't. And so she was like, I'm sorry. And the lady purposefully kept having a conversation. She was like, yeah, one time in 1989, I had a friend I knew that, she just loved to eat peaches, and she like, I don't remember what the lady was talking about, but the lady was saying something about maybe like the solar system or something. And I know Rue was like, bitch, you torturing me, because that's what she was doing. Like, you're not gonna make me think otherwise, because it's not like she ain't had no drugs. The lady a drug dealer. That's like a prerequisite. Don't you have to have drugs to be a drug dealer? What you gonna deal if you ain't got no drugs? I don't understand. So you torturing Rue, right? And that's purposeful, to like have her to owe her even more, to have her be in debt to her even more, because she already don't have the money. She don't have the drugs. So Rue goes to the bathroom and she throws up in the bathroom, and Lori is, I already sound like a mama. Let me just put you in the bathtub, okay? And so Rue is like begging, like, let me just go ahead and die, because I'm about to just die. And Laura was like, all I got is the morphine. I could give it to you if you want. And Rue was like, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. And I feel like this is the start of something else for Rue. Because if she starts using intravenously, then that's what she gonna do now. Laurie says, you know, Rue, when I first saw you, I said, this girl's gonna be in my life for a long time. Shivers down my spine. I'm like, girl, you in danger, girl. I don't know. And so Rue wakes up. She goes to, you know, kind of putting together what is going on, right? She sees her arm and it's all bruised up, right? And so that's not just one hit of morphine, child. She's like tiptoeing around and everything is locked. You hear me? The windows, the doors. Thank God it's in the middle of the night, so she can kind of creep around. Whatever door it was, child, she couldn't get out of it, okay? She couldn't get the keys. Now, the whole time she's doing this, they got a dude that sleep on the sofa like 5 feet from her with a gun on the table, all right? And so she's trying to be quiet and tiptoe around. And then she goes into the room where Laurie and the crazy naked man are, and they in the bed sleep, right? And she's going in the bathroom. And at first I was like, bitch, if you going in there trying to find drugs, I'm gonna take you out, Ruby. Okay, you gonna be out of there. But she was trying to escape. Okay, so she goes into the bathroom, and as soon as she gets in there, Crazy Larry, I don't know what his name is, child. In my mind, he Larry. Crazy Larry wakes up and is looking around. And I'm telling you, anxiety on 12 over here. I was like, Lord, he about to get her and just put her in the closet. The guy is looking around, and it looks like, I feel like he looked in the room where she was, but he didn't see her. And she's opening the door in the bathroom. It's a small door like above the sink, right? And she looks out, and it's like above the ground, like it's nothing under her. It's no balcony or anything there, but it is next to a balcony. And so Rue is able to climb out the window and then onto the balcony and then drop down to the ground. Now, I also thought, I ain't gonna lie to you, should that had been me, my ass would have been stuck in that window right the hell now. To this day, you hear me? I might have got through the door on a sideways tilt with my shoulders. Maybe. But see, when it got down to this belly and these hips, I'm stuck in the window, babe. I'm not getting out. No, my thick ass is not gonna do it. So she was able to get out and drop down to the ground. And as soon as she did, a car was passing, because you know that apartment is gated, like with a big ass metal gate, like we in Afghanistan, child. So she's able to, like, and she's running, and I'm like, Lord, is she gonna be able to make it out this gate, Jesus? And she does make it out the gate, right? And she's walking home, and she goes home, and she opens the door, and her mother has been sitting at the table waiting to see if her child is alive or dead. God bless you, Leslie. And the door opens, and Leslie says, Rue. And the way she said it was like, I'm so glad you alive, but I also know this shit ain't over. Like, we still in the middle of this shit. And that's why we end the episode, right? And I feel like had they not ended the episode right now, it would have took me down, and I wouldn't have been no good for Monday. I just feel like I wouldn't have been able to process Monday. Overall, I'm telling y'all, this was my favorite episode of the series. Like, I keep saying it, but they keep doubling down. It's not my fault. They keep doing so well. Listen, Zendaya, Coleman, okay, let me tell you how much I appreciate you, baby, because I cannot imagine the toll that acting in this part has on you. I'm hoping that Tom is there to support you when you will come home after being a dope fiend for like 18 hours, child. I'm telling you, you did a good job, Zendaya. I'm gonna just wait on your phone call, baby. We're gonna get some drinks. But you did stress me out. This show is completely stressful to my spirit and my soul, and I love it so much, but I also am scared of it. Okay, so comment down below and let me know what y'all thought of the episode. Fantastic. 19 stars for me out of a possible 10. About it, I appreciate y'all being patient and waiting for this recap. I had a long week today. Yes, I said I had a long week today. It's Monday. Okay, so I appreciate your patience, and I look forward to chatting with y'all. Bye.